Let's bring them on. Mike, yes indeed.
Yes.
Reed. What's going
Yes,
on, Mike? Yes
indeed.
indeed, Reed.
What's going on? How y'all feeling?
We're good.
Well, let's get into it, Mike Reed. You know you're an honorary
Let's
guest. Let's do it. Shake the table. Let's do it all. Mike Reed, last time I talked to you, it's been a while since I talked to you. You are an honorary host of the Ruckus. We've had you on a few times. Last time I talked to you, you were a recent graduate. You still fighting. You're active with your nephews. Do you have a job now too?
Nope. Just boxing 24/7.
Because I know we were going to change your name to Mike Reed Rastafari because you look like you had a bunch of jobs going on there. But we are
nah.
But Saturday night, the job ahead of you, of course, is against Abraham Cordero, an 8-round fight, super lightweight on the Martinez versus Lomachenko fight in New York City, making your return to the Garden.
Yes, absolutely, man. I'm just happy, you know. Hopefully, no funny stuff. You know, last time I was scheduled to fight at the Garden. My opponent couldn't pass physicals, but you know they got a hand to take care of me, so I'm ready. You know, we had a whole training camp and had to put on my show.
That's what's up. Listen, last year you were really active. I think you fought like 5 times, and we see so many fighters today that they only fight like 2 or 3 times a year. Is that the same goal for this year? Is to fight, you know, maybe 4 or 5 times?
Yep, it is. Honestly speaking, you know, because I'm always looking and always scoping top-ranked dates. I really want to do a spectacular job come Saturday and get on a Terrence Crawford card, maybe, you know, and that's July 23rd. So if I can do what I'm supposed to do come Saturday, maybe an early knockout, just have a clean performance, not take too much punishment. Maybe I can get on the July 23rd card. But my key goal right now is to stay active. Even though I'm coming up on 20 fights very soon, I'm still learning, you know, and I'm only 23, so my ceiling is very high.
It sure is. Is it getting more difficult to make fights these days? I mean, because you're slick, you're southpaw. Has it become harder?
It is, you know. I think the one thing that kind of hurt me early on in my career is helping me now, you know, with me being short. Because say I was 5'8". Say I was around 5'8". You know, 5'8", slick, fast southpaw, punching power in both hands. Nobody would want to fight me. But the people that are taking the fight, they're taking the fight because I'm only 5'6". You know, I got short arms. But I've always been short, so that really don't hurt me no more.
You know, we just had Julian Rodriguez on right before you, and we were surprised to hear about his amateur background, and I've never really talked to you about it. And so for all the listeners that are listening, I want to go into your amateur background and how did that go for you? And did you have any notable wins, like over some guys that we would know of today?
Well, my amateur, the funny thing is my amateur background kind of ran parallel to Julian's, but I was always older than him, so we never really faced in tournaments. And by the time he turned open, you know, that was my last tournament. Was one of his first open tournaments. But I won the National Silver Gloves, National Golden Gloves. I placed second, and the USA's when I was 17. So I pretty much did everything but win the Olympic trials. Guys that I beat a lot of guys. A notable guy that's doing very well right now, and every time we get in the ring and spar, it's kind of like we still fighting. Is Robert Easter. Me and Robert Easter fought twice. He beat me once. I beat him once. And each time we fought, you know, it was a very good fight. Me and Jamel Herring, we fought once. He beat me in the Olympic trials. I beat Samaj Thomas. I'm not sure if you all know Samaj. Samaj, I think Samaj like
yeah.
Yeah. Man, Samaj, we split as well. So, like I said, anybody in the 140 weight class, you know, I fought them. And most of the time, you know, I got to win against them. So, it's kind of fun to see the 135, 130, 140, weight class start to pan out right now. Even Amir, we never fought, which is weird because he was always in the tournaments with me. It's just he would lose or, we would be on two different sides of the brackets and we wouldn't make it to each other.
Mhm. Where is Amir, man? I gotta hit him up.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. A loss like that can kind of ruin your confidence, especially when he was kind of knocking everybody out that they was facing. But I hope that.
Yeah, especially when he was calling out Danny Garcia and all these other people, and then that happened. So, listen, when can you expect to get a significant fight? Because you were so active last year. They're going to keep you active this year, but I think the one thing that's missing is like a significant name. When do you think you're going to get that significant fight so that the boxing community goes, that's Mike Reed, introducing Mike Yes Indeed Reed?
If it was up to me, I would have been had that fight, and I've gone to my dad, who's my trainer, who's my manager, and I've gone to him and I've said, I want this guy or I want that guy, and he's like, Michael, there's no rush, and I think I kind of look at guys like Robert used to look at guys like Jamel Herring, who's kind of setting themselves up in title contention, and that's what I want for myself. But you also have to look at A, this time with Al Heyman. He's kind of pushing his guys a little faster, and B, they're kind of older than me. I think Jamel is like 27, 28. He's kind of got a late start, and so is Robert East is like 25, 26. I'm only 23, so he's like, just don't rush it. Continue to allow Top Rank to build you because that's what they do. Top Rank builds superstars. They build it from the ground up, and everything's in Top Rank corner. Whoever they've called me to fight, my answer has always been yes.
I think your father gave you some really wise advice there because I tell people all the time, most fighters, they want to go to the Hall of Fame, and the ones that don't, they're cool with fighting once or twice a year. They don't care if they have a promoter. It is what it is. I'm not knocking anybody. But the one thing that Top Rank does really, really well, and their history and their track record are proven, is that they drive a lot of fighters to the Hall of Fame. That's kind of what they're known for, and that's what they love to do. So I think you are in good hands, and maybe you want to move quicker, but you're probably moving just the right way, even though it's frustrating.
Absolutely.
Some of the guys you mentioned only fight twice a year.
Right. So it's kind of like we knew what we were getting when we were Top Rank. We knew that they were going to take their time, they were going to build me, and that's exactly what they're doing.
So, Mike, I follow your social media, your Twitter and your Instagram and all your good stuff. So let's get into it. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. So I know you are very, very heavy into the NBA Finals currently. We see that Golden State is whooping up on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And how are you enjoying the NBA Finals so far?
I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying it for the simple fact that I don't like LeBron. I'm a LeBron hater. Even though when he was in Miami, I want him to win because I like D-Wade. I'm a LeBron hater because I feel as though you're a superstar. You're the superstar in the NBA. You don't need to pair up with two superstars, one who's already proven in Dwayne Wade, in order to win championships. And then the way he did it, the decision, not one, not two, not three. He only stayed with him for, 5 years, So that kind of, I got a sour taste in my mouth, and I want to see greatness. I love to see greatness, and I think with the Golden State Warriors, they're a great team. They're a great team with a great superstar, with a great coach, and I want to see them continue to win.
Do you get out there on the court? You good with The Rock?
I'm okay with The Rock. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be the next Muggsy Bogues or nothing like that, but honestly speaking, since I turned pro, I try to stay away from the court because I see freak accidents where guys twist their ankles. A funny story is I remember I was training for my pro debut, or maybe my second fight, and my girlfriend at the time, she she bet me that I couldn't do a backflip. And growing up in D.C., that's all we did. All we did was flip, but she never saw me. I'm like, I can flip easy. I got flip-flops on. I do the flip. I land wrong on my ankle. I had the whole camp, I was running on sprained ankle, but so I kind of try to stay away from extracurricular activities if it's not bowling.
You're not supposed to be wearing flip-flops anyway. You from the East Coast. You're supposed to go to the pool with some Timbs on.
Nah. That's Baltimore. You know, that's Baltimore. That's Philly. That's New York, New Jersey, DC. We wearing flip-flops. I might bring out the thong flip-flops.
Okay, well, I got to ask you about your Twitter fingers, too, Mike Reed. You got some Twitter fingers when you're not retweeting funny memes and stuff. You put out a tweet that literally made me kiki. You tweeted out, Amir Khan is probably the only pro that's stoked about competing at the Olympics, only to get knocked out. LOL. You don't like Amir Khan?
I don't. You know, I hate fighters and I hate all athletes that cry. I think that's why I don't like LeBron. Like Amir Khan, I understand. Like he wants Manny Pacquiao, he wanted Manny Pacquiao, he wanted Floyd, but the way he went about it is like he keep crying. You know, he's a superstar, but you're not. Like you got a glass chin. Even with the Lamont Peterson fight, you know, I look at it as that was a good competitive fight. Like that wasn't no one-sided victory. I think some people thought Lamont won, some people thought Amir Khan won, but for them to press, you know, the issue and say, yeah, look at the scorecards and the judges and things like that, I think he cried too much for me.
Wow. Mike Reed keeping it 100. Mike, I thought you were going to say, oh, he's okay. I'm just being funny. No, you said nah. You're not on Team Khan.
Yeah, you transform into Crazy Mike on Twitter. What's good with that?
I mean, I gotta have some personality. You know, I'm very humble. Yes. And all the interviews I do, they're kind of like up and down, black and white. But sometimes, you know, I wanna show my true personality. And I'm not saying that the humble guy isn't me, but I have, you know, other flavors about myself as well.
Well, let's look at another side of your personality. Obviously, you know, I don't want to bring the mood down too much, but I must ask you, the big news this week is the passing of Muhammad Ali. What are some of your earliest memories of Muhammad Ali?
My earliest memory of Muhammad Ali, I can remember back then in third grade, and that's when I started boxing. And my teacher was like, well, class, we're going to do a PowerPoint presentation. You know, I'm going to let y'all have slides. It can be about whatever you want. And I don't know why, but I picked Winky Wright and I picked Muhammad Ali. And I learned so much about Muhammad Ali there, you know, and that's kind of like stemmed my studies in the boxing. After that, it wouldn't be nothing for me to sit down and watch a fight, sit down and do my research on the fighter, because that's when I started to learn the letter sport. You know, like I said, going back to the third grade.
Oh, right. Wow, that's really beautiful, and you made me also feel very old because you said you did a PowerPoint presentation when you were Holy God.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Let me get my cane out from under the desk, yo. Well, Mike Reed, we wish you the best of luck this Saturday night. Another opportunity. You're going to a chance to go 19-0. We wish you great things, a great performance, and we are looking forward to seeing you in the ring. And for those listening, remember to go check out Mike Reed. You can watch his fight on Top Rank TV on Saturday night. Best of luck, and best wishes to you, Mike.
Thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me on once again. You know.
All right. Well, we're going to see you out there.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
All right. All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, fam. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Did I say fam? Okay, people, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Wow. And I'm not even drinking tonight.
If you want the best.